Well, I guess this is a new Marvel property. Tonight we're gonna be talking about Inhumans. Now, I'm on my way to go to the IMAX weekend premiere, I guess. I think it's only up for 1 week. So I just saw Inhumans and... no. Yes, I was among the few who actually saw this, so I'll break down the good, the bad, and the in-between.
I've been looking for you.
What are we?
The good? Well, the most likable character is the king who doesn't talk. Yay, protagonist? This is a show that was highlighted as the IMAX experience you'll never get, which is partially correct as I didn't get what was happening half the time.
Are we supposed to follow our king and remain as silent as he is?
So, someone thought it would be a good idea to split the pilot into 2 parts, as a theatrical event. I think it was a production assistant who wanted a jab at Marvel, since this was cancelled as an original film. I liked the beginning, well, let me clarify. I liked the start when the theater lights dimmed down and showed Marvel movie ads. Thor and Black Panther look so good. But all joking aside, the theme song for Inhumans is not too shabby. Too bad the slickness wore off in the first few minutes. This whole thing was dull and lifeless. Even the filmmaking looks tired. We get introduced to a hidden planet on the moon. The lunar roving vehicle gets blocked and then squished by a silly-looking centaur. It's not just the design for him that's silly, he acts goofy non-stop. But the main heroes are introduced by lovemaking. What great development! Medusa has CGI hair, and the king can't talk because that's his weakness. We get one mini flashback where he says, "What?" to his parents, instantly obliterating them. Instead of an actual growth or conflict, such as him having to yell at his dad to stop hitting his mom accidentally killing them both, we just get a thing, I guess. But he is easily the best part as he doesn't have to speak the dialogue.
Are you going to use your voice to kill your only brother? Stop it!
We soon discover that this is going to be a copy-paste of a movie that was also just re-released not too long ago and came out on Blu-ray, The Lion King. The brother wants the Iron Throne, so he devises a plan to separate everyone, causing a rift in the kingdom. Part 1 ends with a cliffhanger so unmodest that it barely cares about the fans. Nonetheless, the audience, the actual fans of Inhumans who adore the source material.
It would only lead to war.
Are you speaking for yourself or for our king?
There's a character who can die but replay the moment visually and respawn. So later on he falls off a cliff, cut to black for part 2. Just why? Was he the main character? Well, clearly not, because he didn't begin or end this episode. But how could I also forget the dog? I say it like that because it's hard to call him an actual dog, as this is the worst effect I have seen all year. The Bye Bye Man's dog was more convincing. This Asgard-esque world is extremely undefined and boring. The characters either state their questions or look off into the distance. Early on, Medusa gets her haircut. This could have some potential for a defining sequence, but limiting her power in the first 30 minutes makes for weak actions. We can tell that she is strong and capable as she fights in shaky cam formats. So explain why she needed her hair or how it became like that. It's like, imagine having Thor with his hammer. He loses it, but he is still strong on Earth with no vulnerability. So why can't the Inhumans lose their skills on a different planet? Part 2 is a little bit more interesting as we kinda get to see them react to Earth. One scene did stand out when King silently goes to a tailor shop to only walk out and flip a cop car. I had a good chuckle when the employee said he shoplifted. Again, having Thor-ish moments can be for the better, but the villain is too much, way too much. The tease at first of who the antagonist was wears off with his predictability, then the most villainous thing he does is use a razor. This has potential to be engaging. A human living in the upper-class society among the Inhumans.
Honor me as your new king.
Never. You're just a human.
So later on, Medusa joins the tour bus, King Silent goes to jail, and the centaur becomes a surfer dude. Oh, and the dog is knocked out for some reason. I basically had no enjoyment and don't think I will continue on watching further episodes on ABC, as I recommend you do the same. They had an after-credit tease which was actually useless, as a killer woman who came to Earth through a face wall comes back to life. Yeah. Because I guess they don't have the budget for more cronies. They still didn't want me to leave as they also showed a trailer for episode 2. Medusa says to the brother that the king has some words for him.
Black Bolt says that when he gets home, he wants to have a few words with you.
Tell my brother
I look forward to the family reunion.
New Marvel's Inhumans. Next Friday at its regular time, 9/8 Central on ABC.
But that would be too easy, as the show would probably get cancelled before they even meet. I'll give this a C-. Now, can we stop complaining about Iron Fist?
I'm the immortal Iron Fist.
You what?